Hi everyone, thanks for joining the very first Barrel Proof Baseball bottle review. One of the things I'd really like to do is to review some bottles that are readily available for people to try out, maybe introduce people to some bottles they haven't had yet, but really just try and get some information out there about some of my favorite bottles and hopefully get people interested in some things that I enjoy right now as well. So the very first bottle that we're going to be reviewing is my favorite bottle. This is the Teeling small batch. It's the basic bottle, I guess you'd call it, from Teeling. It's 46.5% alcohol. It's non-chill filtered, and it's an Irish whiskey. Now, a lot of people who are not familiar with Irish whiskey really just equate the whole Irish whiskey category to being Jameson. And one of the things I really like is to try different brands, compare them, see what I like, see what I don't like. For me, for the money, this is above and beyond better than any other Irish whiskey that you can get. This is about 29 bucks and you can find it anywhere. This is not, it's not gonna be an expensive bottle comparatively with like a Redbreast 12, but it's also not gonna be down as low as a Jameson or Tullamore Dew or Bushmills. In 2018, those were your top 5 highest selling Irish whiskey companies. You had Jameson, which is number 1, and which will probably remain number 1. And then the next 4 were Tullamore Dew, Bushmills, Redbreast 12, and Teeling. And since 2018, Teeling has gone from the 5th most sold to the 2nd most sold. Now, I don't think it's gonna catch Jameson, but hopefully it does, because to me, it's just a superior product. I feel like this is, for the money, for $10 more, you're going to get a higher product, a higher quality product than you will for the $10 less that you would spend on Jameson or one of those other ones. Now, comparing this one to what you would get for $20 more with the Redbreast 12, I don't see where this one falls short of the flavors that are offered in the Redbreast 12, especially when you compare the prices. So for me, if I'm gonna have an everyday drinker, something that I'm gonna go to when I come home from work and I just wanna have a drink, this is gonna be my go-to. It's not overly expensive. It's pretty complex for an inexpensive bottle, and it offers a lot of different flavors that I don't think you typically get out of most standard Irish whiskeys. The thing with Teeling, what they do that's really cool, they age their barrels, they finish their barrels in other types of barrels. So this is finished in a Central American rum cask. It really adds to the sweetness at the end of this that you'll be able to tell right away from. So where most Irish whiskeys, or a lot of Irish whiskeys, are aged in bourbon barrels, this rum finish really gives a nice finish that I don't think a lot of the other ones really have, except for maybe some of the special editions that become a lot more pricey. Teeling has a really nice line of whiskeys. They've got their single grain and their single malt. Outside of that, they offer single casks, which are finished in different types of casks. My favorite is the chestnut. If you can ever find that, I highly suggest buying that one. They also have a single pot still that I think is really good. It's tough to find around here, but if you find it, I love that one as well. They've also got some that are exclusive only to when you're in Ireland. I picked up a bottle of the Collinstown, which is named after the airport in Dublin. And I believe it's only available at the Dublin airport and I think maybe Cork airport now. You can't even get that one at the distillery. The other one I've got, my buddy James was kind enough to buy for me. It's the distillery exclusive bottle. He got that personalized. That's for a special occasion that's really become kind of fun for my wife and I to try out. So really like this one, really like Teeling as a brand in general, and I would really suggest giving them a try. So if you donate on the Patreon, or if you did donate on the Kickstarter, you'll be getting one of these nifty glasses, by the way. But when you try this out, try the Teeling out, I would highly suggest kind of take your time, really nose this and see what you're getting out of it. And then afterwards, taste it a couple times, see what you like about it, and then add a little bit of water to it. I don't love it with water. It's not for me. I prefer this neat. I know a lot of people, once they put some water in it, they start to get some real like green apple flavors out of it. So try it out, see if you like it, but start with it neat before you go putting ice or water into it. So, so when you nose this, I get a lot of orange kind of citrusy flavors. You get a lot of citrus. it's very sweet. This doesn't come off as being like a harsh whiskey by any means. It's very sweet. It's very inviting. You know, the Irish whiskey category is just kind of a carnival right now. I mean, there's so much going on. There's so many different things that people are trying to do with Irish whiskey. This is just finished really nicely. When I nose this one, I get that citrus. I also get some green apple, which, like I said, really comes out when you have a little bit more water in it. But for me, like having this neat, when you get that kind of citrusy note, it's really nice. Now, it's not a super high proof. It's at 46.5%. So there's not a burn. There's not a burn from the alcohol content, or like some of the bourbons that are higher in rye that have that spice. You don't have that with this. You have a spice that's like more of a pepper to me. If you get you kind of get that peppery note like right up front, but then the sweetness overtakes it. Yeah, so you get that spice, but then it goes away. You get that peppery spice, it kind of goes away, and it becomes a little bit more sweet. But like I said, it's not a fruity sweetness. It's like a honey. I know on Teeling's website, Alex Chaska, their master distiller, mentions a cut grass. I don't get that personally, but if Alex Chaska says it's there, then I'm going to believe him that it's there. So I really like this one. I love the flavor of this because it has like that fruity nose that's more fruity specific, and then it goes to like that spice, and then it really sweetens out, and then when it finishes kind of dry, and it doesn't linger too long, but you can tell that there's that spice in there from that lingering, like that lingering note that's still there, even though it's more faint. The one thing I do get with this on the palate, and it's even coming through in the finish, is a little bit of raisin. And I don't know why that's there, but I've always got raisin out of this. And it's not like a lot of raisin, it's not raisiny, but it's definitely there, and it's something you can taste. I firmly believe that this one, for the money, is just significantly better than some of those other general Irish whiskeys that you're going to get at a lower price point. And it's not significantly low, it's $10. The difference in price between the Jameson Bushmills Tullamore Dew to the Teeling, I think that difference for $10 is significantly greater than the difference you get from the Teeling up to the Redbreast 12 for $20 to $25 more, spending it on the Redbreast. So for me, I would highly suggest going with the Teeling more so than like the step up to the Redbreast 12 or to the Jameson Tullamore Dew or Bushmill. So if you haven't had Teeling, I suggest you try it out. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments below. Let me know if you've had it, if you like it, if you've never had it, if you try it out and you like it. If you hate it, let me know. This just happens to be my favorite and something that I can enjoy every day. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and leave some comments below, good or bad, and just let me know what you think. Cheers.